can't pronounce their names, so I couldn't memorize them. But I looked them up. One Einstein said was probably the greatest mathematician of all time. He said that. Yeah, so I didn't even know about this person, so it was pretty cool. So we're gonna do a little review from yesterday. So this should be on the back of your notes, if you wanna get those out. Do you need a copy of notes? Do you have the notes?
No, we have them.
Oh. Jimmy, do you have your notes?
That's how it looks like this.
Yeah, why is he standing?
Then more
Dude, are you
angles.
standing?
Yeah, you know what? I've been having back issues.
Aw.
I think because I'm sitting too much. So I'm gonna try this thing and see if it's actually healthy.
It's always like this, you know?
Yeah, it's like, the problem is the table needs to go like this so I can see it, but it'll be fine. I'll figure it out. Okay, Walker. Just a little review. A growth model will have a positive exponent, like it does here, and a decay model will have a negative exponent, like it does here. Right here, here's the problem. This is doubling time or half-life. It says a population Y grows according to this model. Remember what K is?
Proportionality constant.
Oh! What a great job of taking your answer and moving it into her mind.
Oh, I thought you were asking me.
I thought so too, but
Oh,
that's
I
fine.
didn't think that. I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. Was she right?
What she said?
She said it was the constant of proportionality.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And wasn't that what you were thinking?
Yeah,
We're just like on the same wavelength.
Okay, so when it's in this form, notice this is our input value, right? Our population,
Yeah.
okay? What exponential form would we write this as?
Is it the y equals
Y equals what?
c e to the kt?
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect, okay. Well, we're asked to find K. Alicia, what are you gonna do? It does say the population doubles every 7 years. Do you know my initial do you know the initial population? Okay, do we have a variable that represents the initial population? C, okay. So when time is 0, we have a population of C, correct? When time was 7, we would have a population of how much? 2C, perfect. And at what time do we get that? 7, perfect. Alrighty. Ethan, what's my steps now? Remember, I'm trying to find K. Can I eliminate any letter?
Divide by c.
Divide by C. And what do I get?
2 equals e to the 7k.
Perfect. Brant, what would be my next step?
You gotta do like the ln, but I don't know exactly what it goes.
Natural log of both sides?
Yeah,
So I'll get the ln of 2 on this side,
yeah.
and what will I get on this side?
Just 7K.
Okay, what happened to the E?
Got ln'd out.
Hmm?
Got ln'd out.
It got ln out, yes. Ln of E is 1. Okay, so what is K? write this as a 1/7 ln of 2?
Sure.
Alright. So, and we could plug that in our calculator and come up with some decimal, right? In fact, you probably could take 0.693 and divide it by 7. Right, Alexa? Now, so this answer is this. Alexa,
That is not her name.
Alexis? Don't worry, that's only on YouTube, so with me video right now.
I'm okay with that whole.
I am so sorry.
But that's fine.
Alright, so I have this, right? 1/7 ln 2 of t, correct? We can write this exponential function with a different base. Do you have an idea what that base would be?
Yeah, I don't know.
Would you want an exponential function with a base of 1?
Yes.
What's 1 to the 15th power? And how's that any different than 1 to the 4th power?
It's all one.
It's all 1, right? So we probably don't want 1 as a base.
Okay, what about 3?
The classic base.
Does that help?
Ooh. Oh, 2.
How about 2?
I put both numbers right outside of 2.
So how can I rewrite this? You said write E?
1/7 2t.
What? I didn't quite hear what you said.
Would the ln cancel out?
ln of what?
2.
2. Okay, and what am I going to do with 1/7 and t? I'm multiplying here, right?
Yes.
When do you multiply exponents?
When there's the exponent on the exponent.
So what's correct? So where would what would that exponent be?
2 to the 1/7 t.
So I could write this as 2 to the 1/7 t, that's what I heard. Okay. And then what's special about this, did you say?
You can get rid of the ln and e, so it's just 2.
To what power?
1/7 t.
1/7. So let's check. If I go 7 years, okay, will I double C? If I go 14 years, which is another 7, would that be like multiplying C by 4?
Yes.
Okay, so it'd be doubling every 7 years. Okay, very good. All right, that's a little recap from yesterday. So you're going to have to bring out your computers now. You're going to have to bring out your calculator. And we're going to do this activity. Ethan.
Mr. Kruger, I did not do the elimination.
You didn't do it.
I just remembered it writing now.
It takes like.
You will be able to complete it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share mine, okay, and get you started and tell you what I want you to do. And then I'm going to pause, and you're going to continue on, and then I'll continue on. I'll show you my results, and then you guys can hook up to my screen and show your results. Does that kind of make sense? All right, so let's see if I can get this to work. Okay, so there's my population, that's my class, okay? And people are going to get sick, and I'm going to keep, yes, Mr. Johnson, I have you on there, And we used to be, when this class was bigger, like 16, everybody bring somebody in, and we'd have people maybe stand up and sit down, but I think this works a little bit better. And so you're gonna have that. The other thing is, now I'm gonna have to switch before I start. So this, first thing we're gonna do is fill this out, okay? And here's the scenario. One person is sick. When one person meets another person, that person gets sick. So right now, I have 28 people, you may have more. I want you to fill this out and say, okay, on day 0, one person is sick. How many people are gonna be sick on day 1? Day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Without doing anything, this is what I just want you to predict what you think is gonna happen. Does that make sense? So this is just making your prediction. You know, one person is sick. When that person meets another person that's healthy, that person gets sick. And then you'd have 2 people that are ill. When they meet 2 healthy people, those 2 healthy people will get sick. So how long will it be before the entire population is sick? That's what we're trying to figure out. And so just fill this out. This is just the total number of people that are infected or sick. So you can fill that out first, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear my explanation?
Yeah, I was-
Okay, that's fine.
Question,
Yep.
what application am I supposed to?
You're supposed to download Microsoft PowerPoint from self-serve.
I don't have something like this.
It's under manager. You go to manager, it should be one of the options. Somewhere in there.
What is it again?
Microsoft PowerPoint. It's usually purple, I think.
I think it's green.
Oh, right here. That's not purple.
It's
Whatever color.
orange.
Orange, yeah, orange and purple, same color.
Mr. Kruger, I don't think I understand how we get from here to here.
Okay, so I can rewrite this. This thing is in parentheses. E to the ln of 2. And because these are inverse operations, when we do them, they eliminate each other and left the
Oh, I'm talking about this step before this is.
Oh, this, I just stuck this number in here.
And then how do we get to that?
Oh, because anytime you multiply exponents, you're actually taking and raising to a power. So if you remember yesterday I had like, x to the squared raised to the 3rd power. I said that was x squared times x squared times x squared, and that's the 6th. So I could just take this.
Could you just like put the picture on the
So
screen?
I'm saying since they're multiplying,
Insert,
I
could
can
you just drag and drop?
this product.
Drag, drop.
Okay, so is it actually like
On this
this
one.
I have
times
no idea
these
what
two?
I don't get the.
Yes,
Okay,
yes. There's a
I
product of
think
3
we're
things,
just
1/7, ln of 2, and t.
Guessing right now.
I can arrange those in any order that I want, okay? I want to have ln of 2
I'm gonna
left there, because then I can
make
use that
some
special
sort of
process
stick.
there, so I'm setting that up.
okay, so then it becomes ln of
Is that
2
messed
to the
up?
1/7?
It becomes 2 to the 1/7.
Yeah. Taking the ln of 2 to the 1/17. Like for this.
Yeah, this would be 2 to the 1/17, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, and then you
Yes.
keep the ln, okay, and then, yeah, okay.
Okay.
I think I did, thanks.
Alrighty.
Wait, sorry.
Yep.
I just, my manager is working.
Yeah, that I don't know. That you're gonna have to talk to,
What? I'm looking at my-
because I know these guys had the same situation. And
Quit the application and reload it.
you're you said, quit the application.
Like hold down on it and then hit quit and then reload it and it'll work.
Does that make
One of
sense
my
to you?
hands is really
Okay. Alrighty, Matt, what'd you write here?
2, 4, 8, 16, 32.
So you're done day 5,
Yeah.
Oh,
approximately? Anybody else get day 5?
yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Alright, so you're gonna say, complete the following statement. I estimate the population will be completed by 5 or 6 days. For me, it would have been 5 days, if I went back. Alright, so I will show this using a TI.
I had 6 days.
Did you?
Right, it's gonna go yeah, going to one way.
So on a Casio, you have a TI,
Yep.
you have a TI, you have a TI, you have a Casio. Who else has a TI?
I'm too.
You have TI. Matt, what do you have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, where did
I went there, somebody, they put the wires.
Alright, if you have a TI,
I love TI.
you are going to go to math, and you're gonna come over here to probability.
There's not any difference. Well, I can
Yeah,
see,
so
but
it's
the buttons are all different.
I know, it gets me confused sometimes when I switch back
Oh, I
and forth.
believe it.
Math, come over here to probability, and the one you wanna choose is on line 5.
Oh my gosh.
Random. So you get something that looks like that.
This is stats.
Walker, do you have this?
Yeah, I already.
Okay, so this, you're gonna pick numbers. My population size is 28. Okay? So if you have a larger population, I'm going to go from 1 to 28. So it's going to randomly choose the numbers 1 through 28. So if you have 32 people, you'll go from 1 to 32. This next, I'm going to follow it by a comma, and that's going to explain how many random people I'm going to choose. So to begin with, I'm going to choose 1, and I'm going to find out in my population who is sick. Who's going to be the person that's going to start spreading the virus. Does that make sense? Alrighty. So when I do that, I get to number 15. So let's see if I can come back here.
Just do like that.
Oh,
One limit got eliminated
Oh.
first round.
I got you.
How'd you do that?
I don't know.
So my number 15 person is Mr. Botany. So I'm going to click he's ill.
Oh, I see.
Random thing.
Okay? And then I'm going to come back to my sheet, which is on the next page.
How do you even get, how did you just do that? Am
I pressed the red X.
You have to like actually start the slideshow.
how do you
Yeah.
start the slideshow?
You go up and say where it says slideshow at the very
Yeah,
top.
slideshow.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Well,
See right here where it says slideshow?
Oh. Yeah, I get it.
wait, what?
The lemon.
So Mr. Botton's ill.
Just click on one second.
Ethan and Matthew, you guys okay?
Yeah.
Ethan, you okay?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So now I'm going to switch back and show you my overhead. So notice I've done this first row for you. So Mr. Botton's ill. There's one person infected. Okay? So now what I'm going to do and I'm not going to show you my calculator, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to randomly choose one more person on my calculator, and you're going to have to trust me on this. And I get number 12. So now Mr. Botton Got number 12 infected. Oh, sorry, Mr. Karsh.
Oh, no.
Once you just press enter again.
What's your second?
I just go second enter,
Yeah.
okay?
Mine's Marcus.
So now I'll switch back. I can't wait till technology comes to the point where I can just think about it and it happens. Alrighty, so on a TI,
How do you run the simulation, Marcus?
I'm going to hit second enter, and I'm going to change this number. It's no longer 1, it's going to be what?
2.
Because there are 2 people infected, correct? And they're going to get 2 more people infected. So I'm going to press enter. Oops, I got to change it to a 2.
Go on inside.
And I have number 2 and number 10.
Oh, this is kind of fun.
Okay. So I got killed.
So number 2, Mr. Bauer is ill. We have to get a sub for Mr. Bauer. And we got to get a sub for, what was the other number? 10, Mr. Finlayson. So when I go to my calculator next time, I'm going to change my number to what? 4. Now here's the issue. Let's say I can infect people, and I've infected Walker already. And then I meet Walker at another time. In other words, his number pulls up. But I've already infected him, haven't I? Okay? So I can't count him again. Is that making sense to everybody? So on this one, I'm going to choose 4. And I get the numbers 28, 6, 23, and 27. Now, if I would have gotten number 12, Mr. Karsh, I can't get him ill again because he's already ill. And so when I would add them up, there wouldn't be 8, it may be 7. Is that making sense to everybody? Okay? So what I want you to do is complete yours. And when you're done getting it completed, let me check your table, and then I'll help you with the next part. Okay? While you're doing that, I'm going to be doing the same thing. Okay? And then we'll compare tables.
Dude, my winner's still in the group.
My winner's gonna be number 21.
I haven't had any repeats yet.
You can let your table.
Okay, I have 1.
Let's see, now this time I have to do 8.
I'll do it. Alexis. Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Johnson.
I don't have that problem.
Or we got a 27. And if you press your right arrow, it'll scroll to the right if you need to get more of your numbers.
It's not letting me slow right.
Because,
Do up and down.
I did. It's not letting me scroll.
except for number 3,
Dang, how
it'll
those
follow
are-
the same
Yes.
pattern.
Mr.
So
Gert?
like,
Yep, come right over there.
starting on day 1, like you have 1 total person, right? And then that person can be 1 more person sick. So the new number of
How
people,
much scroll over?
there's only 1 person who just got infected, but in total there's 2 people who are infected. And then these 2 people can infect 2 more people. So there's 2 newly infected people.
Well, let's do this.
Let's do it. Okay, so there. You don't want to go When I did this with real people, one of the persons that came to volunteer during his lunch was Mr. Zaski. He was one of the last people to get picked, so he had like a 5-minute lunch. Mr. Johnson's gone. I like the sound effect.
Oh, do second enter, and then use your side arrow.
Oh no, my cutest dog just died.
Dude, I don't want people sick and all.
Anybody past 5 days?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I passed 6 days.
Mr. Nelson.
I had less people infected on day 5 than day 4. That's how many repeats I had.
I just eliminate the last one.
Yeah, same. I had that on day 6 and day 5.
So cute.
With my favorite fruit got eliminated.
My #1 cutest dog is still sick.
Pomegranate's got eliminated.
Oh, I thought I was gonna make it till the end of that.
Oh, cat number 15.
Cheers
My cutest dog still surviving.
to banana. Down to cranberries. Cranberries is the winner.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, my cutest dog's still alive.
Oh, Mr. Resch.
I only have 1, 2, 3.
No way cranberries survives it. Who wants to do that? Who the
I don't know.
fuck
My
cranberries?
cutest dog is still alive though.
I thought they were.
And
What
he's
age are they
thriving.
to?
I'm on day 6 right now. 24 died. No, my cutest dog just died. Oh my god. Rip Logo. '23 was my guess to live though, and he's still alive.
Mr. Kruger?
Yes.
They should be in
Dude,
there,
what
so
number
go
you want?
to slideshow, play.
I feel like I've
They're
gotten
already numbered.
Yeah,
at the
So many like
very
28s and
top.
29s.
Yeah, I've had so many 28s,
28, 29 just got
So
one.
you have number three.
Yes,
here.
yes,
I know,
number
but
one
you
did
like
not have a
put it
chance to
in your
survive.
calculator.
I got
Yeah,
number
like
one
four.
3
You
times
got
and
pass,
once
so it should be a little bit easier. So you get options.
But he got murked. Oh no, 23 died.
And
There's
then
only
you
2 dogs
go
left.
to the right.
Yeah, 22 was one of my last ones.
I got 20 and 16 left.
Choose that, and then you wanna choose random, and then you wanna choose
My last one was
INT.
23,
And then you're gonna enter it the same way.
Oh no, I have to reset. I have to
So
reset
it'd be
because I
one,
messed it up.
comma.
23 back alive.
And you went up to what?
I accidentally, on my calculator, if you click off, you can't scroll
Column
again.
one.
Like,
That's,
the viewing
that's the
is so.
number of people trapped.
Oh, and then you put the two.
23 back alive.
And then you keep track of this next page.
And put 16, 20, 23.
Got it? Twenty-two and
Wow,
one.
23 died.
Remember, you keep going till everybody's ill.
I go on. What day you
Oh, that 16 just died. Oh, an ugly dog won. Dang it.
Is there a black lab on it?
Somewhere. I don't know. Probably not actually. I just looked up the dog. Look, this ugly little teacup looking dog just won. I want this one or this one to 16 or 17. That little dog just so like sneaky is still surviving.
What day you
I'm going on to day 9.
So there's no way. Yeah. There's no way you get that sticker.
Oh, let him cook. He made it.
Mr. Engel, he teaches anatomy, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Is he the health person now, if you're going into health?
Yeah, he helps with
What am I looking for?
The health
For
thing?
20.
That's why he's lasting
20 is
so long.
good.
There you
Screw
go.
you, bro.
Oh,
It's not
It's
that.
built up.
I do not like that dog, but it's crazy. I
Cherries
do not
are
get
my
infected.
20, they last a long time.
27.
He made it again. Oh, this is look at cooking. He made it 3 rounds. He soloed 3 rounds.
Just me 90s too.
10 days.
Oh my god, I'm like halfway through and he's still alive. No, he died. He died on day.
Oh, you have fruit?
Yeah, cranberries, one.
Well, you gotta keep going till the cranberries are gone.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, okay.
That dog made it to day 11 and then it died.
This one just doesn't have a red background.
Isn't this one pretty
Yeah, but you.
I put 15, 16,
Yeah, I
17,
had that
18.
to
These are
begin
my
with
hard
too,
hitters. I wanted one of
and
these.
I don't
for
know.
I wanted Durango.
So what I ended
What?
up doing.
It's like this. It's like a
I
super
had
smelly fruit, but it tastes good. It's like an exotic fruit, and it lasted really long.
I had
It's like my top.
generic
And I
one.
picked it right
I had
away.
Did cherries win for you?
So I don't know what.
Cherries were like top fruit. I went cherries,
done?
I went and banana one.
Are you done?
Cranberries.
Cranberries one. Cranberries like a good
No, cause it's like it's not sickness. It's like mold. So it's like spreading.
Are you done?
So like the
And cranberries pretty hard.
Are you done?
Yeah.
The first fruit to go
Okay.
was lemon.
So here's the next step.
Cause it's already in this house. It's like
So you've collected a whole bunch of data.
Lemons mold pretty fast, I'd say. What day did you all die on? 8?
So you're gonna go to your TI. Jenna, I'll help you with your Casio once you get your data in there. And you're gonna go to Stat. And you should get a screen that looks like this. And you wanna press Enter. Does anybody have data in list 1 or list 2?
I do.
I do.
Okay, so if you're gonna go up to list 1, you want to push the button clear. And if you have it something list 2, you wanna push the button clear. Do you see how I went over and highlighted that? That should empty out those lists, did it?
Yeah.
Okay, this one, this, so these are gonna be your X values. And I'm just gonna put in the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, up to the number of days it took me to get. So it took me 11 days to get everybody ill. Okay, does everybody understand that? And then I use my right arrow, that'll bring me up to the list 2. And it's going to be that column where it says total number of infected people. That's what you're going to put in list 2. So for me, and my guess for you guys, the first 2, oops, I go up there and delete that.
Rich, you get one more. Just after this.
No, but I need something, must have been something wrong. Cause you might, this is not making any sense. How did I go to 8? And not possible. I miscounted.
Walker, you have some, what?
What I call like this,
This is the one on the left,
this one, 1, 2,
the
but when
number
I
of
call like,
days that it took you.
so this,
So mine's 0
affected is
through
1.
9.
So
And
then
then for L2.
And then you had 2
the
people
total number
infected,
of people
4,
that
8,
it corresponds to.
14, 21, 23, 28, 29. How many, just have 29?
29.
Yeah, so you're done right there.
Oh, so we're not graphing this one?
You're gonna have these numbers, yeah, you're not using this one at all. You just, this is your X, and this is your Y, okay? You got that?
Too good, and something wrong here. How'd I get to 8 there?
This says you got 4 people infected, so it should be 6.
Yep.
Just add these numbers to
You're right.
change them, okay? You know, I've taken, 4 plus 2, you probably multiplied it rather than add it.
Yeah, I just think I didn't understand the
That
directions.
happens all the time. All right, now, we're gonna graph it. And so if you have a TI, you're gonna go second stat plot. You want to enter, and you wanna make sure you turn it on. Have you guys ever done a stat plot before? Okay, and then the type you want is a scatter plot, and it should say X list, list 1, Y list, list 2. And yours is a little different. Let me know when. And then you have a button that says zoom, which is like right in the middle right here. You're gonna press zoom and go down to where it says stat. For me, it's line 9.
What was the first part we had to do for
Okay, second stat plot. When I press enter, I make sure the on is highlighted. And then the type here, this is scatter plot. And then it says, should say X list, list 1, Y list, list L2. Okay? And then you're gonna go to zoom. And you're gonna scroll down to 9. And press enter on zoom stat. And my graph looks like this. Did you get a graph?
How do you get a line to go through it?
Yeah, I'll show you how to get a line.
Remember when I pushed zoom,
Did
it
you
like,
get this?
when I pushed zoom, it like got like this stuff, it like
Oh, it's just
crashed my
so
stuff,
big.
like, because I couldn't handle all this math.
I got out of it. Okay, now mine has a graph in there, and I'll show you how to put your graph in. Okay? So,
One piece.
you wanna go back to stat.
It's
And it's definitely, you see how it looks like it goes up and then kind of flattens out? You go to calc, and you're gonna go down to logistic. Okay? And under logistic, then you're gonna press your vars. And you're gonna choose Y1. Vars is to the right of program.
Can you do that again?
Yep. I went to stat, went to calc, scroll down, I think it's line B or something.
You have logistic?
Yep. Press enter. Well, now I got deleted.
I don't know how to do it with bars.
And then you're gonna go to vars, which is right here, where it says VARS. And you're gonna choose Y variables. And you're gonna choose Y1.
Can you show us how to do it on the newer ones?
I have
Yeah.
nothing in my Y1.
You might have to
so
do it with
good to
yours.
go.
Yeah, you can.
So if you have this old one, it's gonna think for a long time. So if you need to go to the restroom,
It's like, my calculator.
still thinking.
Wow.
Oh my God. The logistics of it.
Oh, then you can break it.
Ooh, I put Y1 in there and it's just blank.
That's where you're gonna put it.
Oh.
Vars.
I know. I've never done this, not even 1,000 times.
You're not.
Oh, you're right.
What is your,
That's what logistic looks like for me.
There it is. Down there.
Well, using a calculator is my least favorite part of math. I hate the calculator.
So,
Yeah,
you're
this is
gonna
the
go
one.
to
Okay,
menu.
so you put
What?
the bars
You're gonna
in.
go to
I hate
stat.
calculators. Cause it's,
And you're gonna get
No, because
So
no it doesn't, no it doesn't, you have to remember what buttons to press and I cannot ever remember what buttons do what. So it's like a maze of buttons and I don't know what to use. And then I finally plugged in I just plugged in the right buttons and my calculator just crashed.
It's like,
Did it crash again?
Yeah, it's like crashed.
Did
yeah.
yours work?
Like,
So if you graph it,
This is mine.
yes.
Looking at my calculator and it's crashed.
I'm not with you on this.
That one.
oh,
Yeah.
bars.
How did you put that? What do you do? I forgot how you put it.
It just
You
throws
just
it in there, I guess, that's what he did, and then
Oh,
Yeah,
how do you
that's
get
what-
logistic to be in there?
yeah, like that, yeah, and then enter, and then after it does that,
When's the last
y
time you
equals,
reset
and then
this?
there's the line, and then.
So do that again?
There it is. Okay, so it should be in the Y equals. There it is. You should be able to graph it.
Okay, you get it to work? Anybody else didn't get it to work? All right, so if you turn to the back side,
Hey, that's.
I have a picture of the calendar.
okay, a logistic curve is a combination of the exponential. All that was on this page was telling you how to do it on your calculator. So this is what an exponential curve looks like. This is what the logarithmic curve looks like. They are inverses of each other. The logistic curve looks like this. Okay? So what I want on line 7 is state in functional form the equation you got. Now, round off to 3 decimal places. Okay? And then right here, find the approximate time in which the rate of infection, people per day, was the greatest. So where is the tangent line the greatest in your graph? Okay, approximate. And then find the limit of your function. It starts to flatten out. What do you think that limit is? Okay, if I look at mine, Oh, I got the wrong calculator.
Is there why?
There's my graph. So if I would look at tangent lines, where in here would the tangent line be the steepest? And if I look here, it looks like it's starting to flatten out at the top. What is that approximate number? All right, you got it in?
Well, this one should be 0, right? You should start at 0 at the top.
Because you gotta have a y-intercept. Now just use the one that's in your y equals, and just round to 3 decimal places. Right, you have something y equals? And then once you're done with that, you're gonna hook up to my screen. You're gonna show people what your population was, what your then you're gonna let, yeah, and then I'm gonna have you come up, show you your answers to the last couple of questions. I think that's what I'll do.
How do you find what the rate of inflation is?
The rate where it's the steepest?
Yeah, how do you find?
Oh, so you got your graph here, right?
Yeah.
So imagine that there are tangent lines
Right,
here,
right.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you're gonna have to estimate, you can, trace, where's trace on your thing? Okay, so do you think this is where it's the?
No.
Okay, and so what you're gonna do is kind of move point to point?
Okay.
Does that give you an
Sure,
idea?
sure.
Okay.
So go to trace and go point to approximate where you think it's the steepest.
Okay, so let's go to set. And make sure you got graph scatter, perfect. So I'm gonna hit grid, I'm gonna hit graph. I'm gonna hit graph. Ooh, wow. Oh, how'd you get that? There's 1 twice here, should be a 2.
Cause that's the new number.
No, I want this column.
Yeah.
0, 1, 2, 3.
But you said put
I don't,
some zeros
I was,
here.
no.
On day 3, it was the steepest because I had 6
These
dogs.
numbers we're not gonna use. We're only gonna use this for X's and this for
Oh,
Y's.
okay.
Okay.
I don't know how to use
Would
my.
make a lot more sense.
Yeah, I didn't explain it very well.
Yours is perfect.
Perfect.
How'd you do that as well?
Do we use T or X?
Hmm?
Do you use T or X?
What does it say on your thing? Yeah, use X. We'll end up switching it to T. But just use whatever you have.
Just for options.
There, that's better. Okay, so now you're gonna hit calc. And you come over here, oops. Sorry, I didn't want to press that. And you want logistic. Now you hit, so there's your logistic stuff, that's the equation you're gonna put in. And then if I hit, and if you hit copy, I think it goes into your y equals, it's easier for you to do that. If you draw, there it is. Okay. Yours is very good. Okay, so now you're gonna come over
That's what
here,
I was thinking, but I don't think it can
and
be.
you're gonna give me in functional form that equation.
I was supposed to touch the line.
So,
Or that
let's
might-
exit.
If like if the function just continues on, then we'll work it.
So you're gonna say, rather than y, you're gonna say
Continue on,
f of
yeah.
x.
The selection of
Yeah,
that.
and then you're
Yeah,
gonna put
but
those
it's a
numbers
little
and
bit
round it to the nearest 3
Not
decimal
necessarily
places.
what it like is. So.
What are you doing here?
Could it not be turned into?
Is that right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It could be like
Day
anything over 32, like 32.00001.
And, okay, can I ask you how many days you went?
I don't know.
8.
Or maybe it
8
could be
days, and this is day 5?
32, but it
That's
makes
pretty
sense.
good. So where, let me see your graph again.
Let's say it's 30.04.
Okay.
Just haven't changed.
Yeah.
That's a weird number though.
I don't know.
What number do you think it should be?
29, because that's not my.
Well, okay, that represents the number, the Y value, right? That's your limit. That represents the number of people infected.
Yeah.
So what number do you think that should be? You're really close to it, with 30.4.
30? Oh, because this is not perfect.
Now, remember, this is always an estimate, correct,
Yes.
on this machine, okay?
Okay.
But what's in here is never an estimate, okay? What number were you always guaranteed never to go over? You couldn't.
You can go 29. Or is it 30?
Why 29?
29, because that's the amount of people there. What did you say?
Was that how many people you had?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your limit. You can't go more than 29, right? 30.4 is pretty close to that. Alrighty. Anybody else need more time? Okay. So, you should be able to go to you should be able to sync to that. You guys know how to do that?
No.
Go to-
I figured you can, like.
It's where?
Do you, like.
I wanna see your population, I wanna see what you have. So if you go up in the right-hand corner, once you get it escape. Go in the right-hand corner and, yeah, what do you call those things? Yeah, I wanna put up on the screen, so you wanna mirror, that's what it's called. And I'm in Southwest 211, and if it asks you for a password, which it does, it is Kruger.
The most women.
Hopefully everybody knows how to spell that. Nothing capitalized.
Hey Kruger, I think I'm on your screen now.
Let's see. Is that you?
Yes.
All right, why don't you run slideshow? All right, so you have bunnies, a seal, cats, dogs. You just take a picture of yourself?
No, it's an old picture of me and my dad, but I blurred out his face. I just put
Leisha,
all over it.
and you blocked out some people for
Yep.
privacy. The guy from Moneybags, right? Isn't that his name?
That's Monopoly Man with a monocle. I specifically put that into Google.
Okay. Why did you choose these?
Well, I first put in people, like, from my life, like, me, friends, sibling, her boyfriend, my cousins, that I picked the worst pictures of I could possibly find. And then I just picked things that we all liked and went around it, and for these two, I kind of just decided randomly that these would be here.
Okay. What thing was the last?
The cow and the dog.
Oh, that's cute.
The what? Oh, over there. I gotta see where I can see it.
I can also do this so that it's easier to see.
Okay, and you had 32 characters?
Yep.
And how many days did it take?
It took them 10 days.
10 days. And how many days did you think it would take?
5.
5. You have any idea why it took longer?
Probably because they reinfected the same people or the same creatures in some cases.
Okay. Okay, so you can get out of it, right? And Leisha, can you get on?
So 211 Southwest.
Can't believe it took 11 days. Last one was way off. Because Matthew told me it was only gonna take 5 days.
Well, I estimated it'd take 6 days.
It's Kruger.
I felt like 5 was
Hit slideshow at the top. There you go.
If I would've chose 6, I still would've allowed 5 days.
Kruger, no caps.
Oh.
Okay, Leisha, what'd you pick?
I pick a bunch of anime characters.
Any just random anime characters? Though Peanuts is in the dog, Peanuts dog's not.
Yeah.
Charlie
Yeah.
Brown's not.
It's animation.
Oh, it's animation. Oh, okay. Which one was your last one?
This one.
Oh, what'd you pick animation?
Cause, I watched them a lot.
Pardon?
I watched them a lot.
Oh, okay. 32, how many days did it take?
9 days.
9 days? Okay. And where was it the steepest, did you say?
4 days.
4 days? Okay. All right, Sarah, you're next.
Okay.
This is a lot better than blackboards. Have you guys ever seen it? To your right. There you go.
Oh, who's up there? Is it play from start?
Yeah.
Go up, where's this slideshow? Oh, that
Okay.
works. Okay, you have all cats?
Oh, yeah.
Are they all the same type of cat?
I don't think so. I just looked up cat and put them in.
Okay, do you have cats at home?
I have one cat.
Our cats lived to be 20 years old,
Wow.
and they hated me with them.
The whole cat.
Because I'm the only one that would give them medicine to bury them. Which was your last cat?
Number 11 right here.
Okay. And you had 32 also?
Yeah.
In how many days?
9.
9. And when was the rate of infection the greatest?
Oh, I didn't do the time. I didn't read it enough. But can I tell you the rate? I found the rate, but I didn't find the time.
Well, how would you find the rate? Because it's
I
time.
did the like secant line thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. What'd you get?
5.463 people per day.
Okay, so you picked it between an interval.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. I didn't even think about that. I'm gonna have to write that in, change that. All right, Matt, you're next.
How do I do this? Oh.
No, let's just ask them.
Oh.
Just specific.
Oh, I see.
Man, you need power. Ooh, buckets. You may not make it through this. Southwest to
Just remember how to pronounce.
Spider screwer though.
So true. So true. I was doing my calc homework, or maybe it was my stats homework, but something was like 0.333.
I'd help you,
and
Matt, but
like,
the font's so small, I can't even see it.
And it
It's
was rounded to
Kruger,
4 decimal
K-R-U-G-E-R.
places.
Do you know
No caps.
1/3 for a reason?
Probably, yeah. Or 3.
All right, we went to dogs.
Yep. Yeah.
Do you have a dog?
Yeah, number 1 is my dog, and then.
What kind of dog is number 1?
I don't really know. He's a mix of like a cocker spaniel and something else.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what that is.
A lot of these other dogs are people's dogs.
Oh, that you.
Pictures I taken. I'm up to 12, and then I have pictures.
It looks like you
Uh,
have
Which one was the last eliminated?
Number 2.
Number 2. Which is also kind of a cute dog. And you had 42, how many days?
It took 10 days.
10 days. And what day was the greatest rate?
5 days.
5 days. All right, Jenna. Jenna, you worked pretty quickly. I was very impressed.
What's your Southwest to 11? Oh my gosh, fish for fish.
All right, and you have all fish.
Yeah.
And you had 32 also?
I
No.
put 22.
Oh, 23.
22.
22, okay. And why did you choose fish?
It was the first thing I can think of. And also, fish just also looked really interesting.
The fish that pulls my attention is number 12.
Shane looks like a big dog.
That's quite incredible. All right, so which was the last one to get chosen?
Number 5.
Oh,
Number 7 was mine.
And on 22, how many days did it take to get rid of 22?
10 days.
10 days. Okay, and when was the fastest rate?
Day 5.
Day 5, okay. Walker.
Jenna, did you know that it's Fish Friday? I'm wearing my fish socks today.
Wow. It actually is Fish Friday. They always serve fish on Roseboro on Fridays.
Oh,
Kruger.
It's probably because like
Kruger.
people in Lent can't eat meat.
Sometimes
Yeah,
Walker,
I work
I
at
just
a
think you
place.
know,
That would make sense, that would make so much sense.
It's incorrect.
you could be a member of my family.
Do you know how to spell Kruger?
I'll let you.
Don't put E.
I did a tap.
Okay, run slideshow.
Why is it on?
Oh yeah, that's right, you had fruit.
Yeah.
What, do you like fruit?
Yeah, and there's like a lot of different like varieties of fruit. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Which was the last one picked?
What do you think? Which one gets?
I'm gonna say blueberries.
Blueberries? No, it was cranberries.
Oh, cranberries?
Mm-hmm.
You like cranberry bread?
I hate cranberries.
So you were disappointed that it didn't get
I wanted
eliminated
this
earlier.
one. I want 26 to win.
Okay.
It's called a Durang.
And you had 29,
Yeah.
and how long did it take to get all 29?
8 days.
8 days. And when was it?
Day 5 was one.
Day 5. All right, Ethan. I gotta make sure I'm watching
I
this.
said-
It's not really bad if you're not used I want it. You get like the
I think peaked on day 3.
All right.
Oh my gosh. I tried everything but that.
All right, you have dogs also, so
Yeah.
dogs are pretty popular. And, do you have a dog at home?
Yeah.
How many?
Just
Just one? Is it in this picture?
No, but it's a bug.
Oh, it is?
It's like 30.
Okay, so, and it's number 3,
Yeah.
good choice. Okay, what dog was picked last? 9. What kind of dog is that with those kind of ears?
I don't know.
It's like a muley dog.
No.
All right, what day was the greatest
Got that same
rate?
dog.
Day 4,
Day 4. And how many days did it take to get all rid of all 28?
11.
11. Okay. All right, Brant.
The dogs are.
What's this, 211?
Yeah, it's at the bottom.
It's at the top, isn't it?
Oh, I did dogs too.
Do you have your dog in here?
No, I don't. But my dog looks just like, I have 2 dogs, and one of them is number 4, and one is number 1. So,
Number 4, number 1.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're smaller dogs.
no, that's what they look like when they're puppies. Now,
Oh.
now they're big fat dogs.
Oh, okay. Do they get along?
Not really, because number 1's like way bigger, so
Oh.
I think it's my other dog.
So it took you 29, how long did it take to get?
It took me 11 days.
Okay, and when was the fastest rate?
Day 3, because it's 6 dogs went
Okay.
down on day